Last week I told you that I had received a letter from Frances. Inside this letter was an exchange between her and Betsy explaining that Liz and Frances had helped Betsy to plant a little herb garden in a window box outside of Betsy's house. Over the past month or so, Betsy has been sharing with Frances the experience of watching this little garden grow. I loved reading about how she tended to the herbs and patiently waited while they sprouted. One day, Betsy discovered that she had a cocoon living in her herb garden, so she took really extra special care of this cocoon while a miraculous thing happened inside. After a few weeks of waiting and taking care of it, a beautiful butterfly appeared. Under Betsy's careful care, her window box was transformed from dirt into herbs, and that butterfly was transformed through the cocoon from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. Now, in Betsy's letter, she explains this whole story with much more wit and poise than I did, so you should totally reach out and ask her about her butterfly experience. But this story actually reminded me a little bit about what's going on in the passage that we're reading from Ephesians today. We are going to hear that just like a butterfly is transformed from a caterpillar into a butterfly, we have been transformed by God. Just like Betsy tended to her herb garden, Ephesians 2 verse 10 explains that we are God's handiwork. He has transformed us from people who don't know him, from strangers, to heirs to his kingdom. He has transformed us from death into life. He has shown us this amazing grace because he loves us, and this passage tells us that there's actually nothing that we can do to transform ourselves. We read that God did this miraculous thing so that we can do good works that glorify him, like telling other people about how good it is to live as his child. Now, to remind yourself this week that you have been transformed, you can colour in this butterfly craft. This will be available on the Kids tab on our website, and it's actually also a card that you can give to your mum for Mother's Day, which is coming up this time next week. You could give it to her and explain to her that she is loved by God and that she can be transformed by him because of his amazing grace. I am going to pray now to thank God for these things. Please pray with me. Dear God, thank you for transforming us. Thank you for your mercy and your grace. Amen.